Today we're talking about the top 10 Gen X events from June 1989. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's go all the way back. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gen X Unfiltered, the podcast.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
Steve, Eric, how are you fine gents doing today?
Doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, thanks. It is beautiful outside, so I'm in a blue sky kind of mood.
Thank you to our listeners out there for your patience with our sporadic uploading as of late. Life has been lifing, but we are back on track. I know we say that, but as of this moment, we're back on track.
We're doing a 2 for today, so we'll be, at least for the next 2 weeks, we're definitely going to be good.
You know, our whole entire podcast is talking about Gen X stuff, and we've done multiple topics touching on like Gen X and the stress that it is being adults now. And you know what? It's very true. Like I said, life's been lifing for all of us. Everything's fine. Everybody's good, but just a whole lot of chaos.
A lot of family stuff. Yeah. It's been just one of those kind of months, couple of months, I guess you could say. Yeah.
It's that era.
Aging parents, personal
era.
responsibilities, all that kind of jazz. But we're back because we enjoy doing this, and it takes us a little escape from our everyday stress of life.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always
Right?
fun to look back and reminisce on this stuff. And what are we reminiscing about today,
We're
Cal?
talking about, now, this may not be the overall top 10, but this is our top 10 or a general top 10 list of Gen X events from June 1989 when we were just wee little lads.
A little bit of a time machine, huh? This will be
That's right.
some fun
Yeah.
escapism.
The one thing I noticed looking through this list very briefly, also our printer ran out of ink, so I'm using the laptop in case anybody's
Yes, we
wondering.
found that out the fun way. I was like, hey, let's print this thing up. Oh, wait, we don't have any ink.
One of the things I noticed through this list is this list that we curated has a lot of movie releases, which were very big back in the day.
Which is exactly, because like summer blockbusters when we were a kid, it was a big deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that made me think of looking at when we saw the list. Is like, oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
summer blockbusters like a thing.
So if you're a movie buff from the 80s, well, I guess 1989 era, this podcast is definitely for you. Now, if you guys have listened before, you know I am not a movie buff. I watch movies, but I don't know a lot about movies, especially olden day ones. Yes, I'm saying olden days.
You're calling
But
1989 the olden days? Well, I guess it is.
Sadly, it doesn't feel like it, but yeah.
But
I mean,
Steve and Eric are movie buffs, always have been, and I guarantee you they've seen every single movie on this list.
Probably. It's probably a pretty good bet I have.
I would think most of them, I'm going to guess, if not all of them, yeah, for sure.
And if you guys see a little tail at the bottom of your screen, that's just the cat who wants to join in on this podcast and is being very curious about our setup right
Our
now.
little mascot, yes.
She's floating around somewhere. All right, guys. So number 1, no particular order, just how the list was made. We have Batman opens and creates Batmania June 23rd, 1989. The most anticipated movie of the decade finally arrived. Fans light up around the block for tickets. Merchandise, toys, T-shirts, and the soundtrack by Prince was everywhere. The film starred Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack with this movie.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, if you weren't like around 1989, this thing was a phenomenon.
I did see
It was
this
massive.
movie. I did
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
this
this
movie.
movie was huge.
It
first two.
blew up.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
was crazy how popular it was.
Because
What?
people forget, like before this, there was a Superman comic book movie, but there wasn't anything else really that took off.
Oh,
No, they
And
didn't do there wasn't much of anything, really.
The Marvel MCU was not at all a thing.
Not what it is
was-
now with
No.
the, like with the whole Avengers and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even like the Batman franchise, like before the 1989 movie came out, we had the 1960s TV
The
series.
camp,
That was-
that was
yeah.
the thing because it was so campy and cheesy.
Oh,
and
I remember that.
Yeah, so
whereas this one
people's-
seems so because it was Tim Burton, right?
It was Tim Burton.
So it was like a darker, grittier
Yeah.
version of it. So yeah, it was totally different.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, please do.
I will. Thank you. Did you guys see this in the theater?
Absolutely, yeah.
I saw it twice in the theater.
Oh, nerd.
I know, I loved it. I love this movie.
It might, I definitely saw it once, maybe more, but yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I
Your
remember
parent-
lining up for it. To
Your
see it.
parents took you twice?
Yes. I went once with my my immediate family, and then I went once again with
Oh.
my grandmother.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was nice.
I don't remember going
She
with my
fell asleep, and I couldn't believe it. Like, how are you falling asleep in Batman?
I don't remember going. I must have gone with my parents. I don't remember going with them, but I definitely
Unless
remember
you
seeing
went
it.
with like a friend's party or something.
Yeah, but I definitely remember seeing it. Yeah, 'cause
I don't
remember-
Yeah.
think I saw this. I mean, this movie would have been right up my dad's alley. He was the movie guy. I don't
Yeah.
think I saw it in the theater. I remember watching it on TV, so I'm assuming it was like a tape or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I watched it 10 years later on TV. I don't remember.
It's
I've
very
seen
possible.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, but,
Yeah.
like it was so good. Like Jack Nicholson's The Joker was just like fantastic, and
Yeah.
with Kim Basinger, Vicky Vale, and
Yeah.
so like it was just so good,
I think
so
you
well
really,
done.
You really hit the nail on the head, like Tim Burton, the way he took this franchise in a different direction than we saw in the '60s.
Yeah,
Fantastic job. It was dark. It was really mysterious too. Like the branding for the movie, a lot of it
Yeah.
was just like the new Batman logo
that's right. I remember.
on
Yeah,
posters and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of like hoopla aside from that. And then they started seeing some trailers coming out, and it was very dark and kind of gritty looking. It was like this. This looks like it's going to be like a really good Batman.
And Michael Keaton at the time seemed like an unusual choice because you're expecting like maybe not an Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger, like a Stallone or something like that. But Michael Keaton was kind of at a left field. I
Yeah.
remember
I'm
this
so
big-
sad.
He was a comedian.
Yeah.
Steve ruined my last question.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. It's all right.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm assuming, like, we were young when this movie came out, so we probably weren't thinking that far ahead. But
No,
like,
Really,
no.
like
but
nine-ish. Yeah.
older Gen Xers, you know, it sounds like there was a lot of speculation or doubt on Michael Keaton being Batman, and
was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm guessing from how you guys are talking, it ended up being a surprisingly perfect choice.
It worked.
Yeah, it
It
did.
worked
I
really
think
well, yeah.
because he wasn't like a super, he wasn't a big buff.
He was a
No.
jack.
dorky
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, just a regular dude, which
Yeah.
is what Batman is, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it played well.
It's actually really funny because I saw this interview with Michael Keaton, and he was saying like, basically like when he was getting ready for the Batman role, he was like exercising and working out and stuff.
They're
Yeah.
like, don't.
And Jack Nicholson was like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
he's
why
like-
would you
he's
do
like,
this?
Why you waste your time? He's like, holy shit, he's right. Like, I'm in this like suit the whole time. No one's gonna see my physique anyways.
That's true.
Yeah.
I forget he's
Yeah.
even got, even if he is whatever,
Yeah.
regardless, because he's wearing like that
He's in this rubber suit.
rubber suit that
Yeah.
can
Was
look whatever
that
you want.
Kim Basinger in that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was
She was-
Vicky Vale, right?
Yeah.
And we got to talk quickly because you and I, a couple weekends ago, we were all hanging out and we were watching retro videos on whatever channel it was, and we saw the Bat Dance video, which was Prince's theme song for this movie. That has to be one of the most, I would say, unique.
Yeah.
But are you calling it
The-
cheesy or
No,
or like,
no, it's just completely not what you would
or like
expect.
artistically masterful?
No, it's a good song, but
Okay.
it's just so different than what you would think. It's
Yeah.
Prince, so
I'm
you're
gonna.
expecting like a Hearts on Fire, Rocky theme song,
Yeah.
something or other, and it's like the back dance, and it's this
Or-
weird Prince.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you describe it.
Or even just a Prince like jam you can get behind, like Purple Rain, or
yeah,
or like
or like Raspberry Parade, a Little Red
Yeah,
Corvette, or
something a
some
little-
Kiss.
something a little peppier.
So do you
But,
guys like it?
I hate the Bat Dance.
It's a
song.
weird.
Okay.
I love it because it's so weird and different.
Yeah.
It's Prince. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
Prince is a pretty unique, unusual guy.
Yeah.
But to come out with, I would love to have seen the faces in like the Batman,
Yeah.
whatever the PR team's war room, whatever, when they're like, and this is gonna be the song. I would love to have seen their face when they heard Bat Dance. We're like,
Yeah.
what
What
the-
the hell
Alright.
is this?
Can-
'cause it's got like weird clips, and he just keeps yelling.
It's got
Prince-
samples from the movie in it
Th-
too.
this-
Prince just screaming, "Don't
Yeah.
stop dancing."
This
and
is the
stuff.
risk of doing a list of that includes a lot of movies because
Yeah.
as much as I don't want to cut them off, we have 9 other items
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah,
through.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want these guys to get
Yeah.
bored. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
But let us know. Have you seen the Bat Dance video? What do you think of it? I want to know. Maybe I'm crazy, but to me, it's just like
Yeah.
such a weird song for this movie.
I couldn't get
We're
behind
gonna have
it.
a poster fall.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's the ghost of Prince.
I-
He was upset we don't like the Bat Dance. At least I don't like the Bat Dance.
I thought, even though it makes no sense, if you guys see my face, it's gonna be hilarious. I thought that was a cat that just jumped on my head, and I was like, "There's no
Cat on my
way."
head. Cat on my head.
Our sweet poster has fallen loose. Okay.
If you guys see my face, I'm like,
I could just see it happen in the back of the camera there.
holy
Like,
cow,
oh,
that
here it
scared me.
comes.
All right, number 2, we have Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Dominates the box office. Released at the end of May, but absolutely owned June. Featured the dream team of Harrison Ford and Sean Connery. Introduced unforgettable moments like the Leap of Faith and Holy Grail finale. Many Gen Xers consider it to be the best Indiana Jones movie. I'm just going to say briefly before you guys talk, because you're going to have a lot more to say. I did see this movie. I don't think I saw it in the theater. That's the one with the big ball rolling and he's running.
That's the first one.
That's
Oh.
yeah, no.
Oh,
that's
the
not
Last Crusade. Was that one where there's like a snake pit or something? It doesn't
I know
matter.
that's
Yeah,
the
that's the first
temple.
one, too.
There's the first one, or the
Oh,
second.
shit.
No, the third one was Sean Connery.
Sean
yeah.
Connery. He has to
I
get
watched
the Holy Grail.
I watched
Yeah.
a couple of them. I don't know which one, but I knew of Indiana Jones and I knew
Yeah.
it was a big thing. And I mean, hell, the theme parks have whole shows about it. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got at Disney. They have the whole Indiana Jones adventure.
did you
whatever it's
guys see
called.
this in the theater?
I did. So my mom has got a bit of a wee crush on Harrison Ford. So
As
so
most boomer parents do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we saw this one in the theater when I was a kid.
Okay. What about you?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember seeing it in the theater, so I don't know.
I think Eric's family is just a big going to the movies family. I'm not saying that's bad.
No, definitely spurts. I think like the summer of '89, I remember going to the theater a lot that summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, good to, lots of movies to go see.
I mean, we went to the movie theater, but like I said, my dad's the movie guy, but we didn't go like a crazy
No,
ton.
I would go with like my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But my parents and I going to see movies, not a ton.
Yeah, my dad would just go to movies by himself.
My dad didn't really. My dad would rent movies and stuff like that, but I don't remember him going.
My
to see
dad
a lot of
loved going to
movies.
movies by himself. He still will on occasion if he really wants to see something. He's just a movie guy. He likes the whole experience of the big screen and all that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
you still
I agree,
can't.
yeah. I could
After
agree with
even
that.
now, like even with all the on-demand stuff, you can't replace seeing a good
No.
movie in the theater. You really can't beat that whole experience.
And fight me in the comments on this. I think it's impossible to create movie theater popcorn at home.
Well, no, you can't.
I've never, unless you're gonna. The only time I've ever done it is skip or Uber Eats
Yeah.
it to the door. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question though. Is this the greatest action adventure movie ever made?
That's a hell of a question.
Oh.
Well, I'm just as of to date, is it the best? I mean, let's be real. Movies aren't the same now as they were then, so I don't
Yeah.
think you compare movies
Well,
now.
it's so hard.
But-
yeah.
I think it's the second best Indiana Jones movie. Easily the second best. You could probably say it's close to the first.
But is the Indiana
But-
Jones franchise like altogether like the best action adventure type movie?
Ooh.
they're very good. The first three are very good.
It's
After that, they took a big nosedive.
Of course, like
I would say
anything.
it's up there. I don't know if I'd say it's the best,
Like,
but it's definitely really, really good.
do you think they would still hold like if people watch them today?
I think so. I'm shocked
think
they
they'll hold
haven't
up.
tried to do like some sort of reboot yet.
I don't
with
think
the-
you could do it without Harrison Ford, and he old now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they've done a few with him as he
I
got a bit
know.
older, and as
They just made one with him in like it was like 2021.
yeah, I was gonna say they did one not
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
long ago,
Yeah.
and it's.
But I think part of the aura about it is that's was in the 80s, like
Well,
80s,
and
90s.
I always still, and it's the same thing though. But you look like Harrison Ford, like he's not again. He's just sort of your regular
not a
looking
jacked guy, yeah.
which sort of adds to the whole like realness of the
He's
whole
kind
thing.
of like dorky,
in real life, yeah, he's
Yeah.
no like
Oh,
just-
and when I say dorky, like I'm not saying like a computer
Yeah.
stereotypical
No, but he's
nerd,
not
but he's
like
just an average looking guy.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
If you see him, you're not gonna be like, wow, he looks like a superhero.
Yeah.
Not that Indiana Jones
Yeah.
is a superhero, but
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's weird because he was sort of superhero when you think about it, right? 'Cause
Well, he's-
by day he was a professor of archaeology,
See,
that's true.
nerd.
Yeah.
and then he'd go off on his little adventures.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
looking
so
for
he kind of
artifacts.
was that like sort of
Yeah.
dual personality, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was a professor, was he wearing like a tie and shirt?
Yeah, it was.
He did wear
And then-
glasses.
He wore
think,
glasses
didn't
too.
And then he
yeah.
had his
That was
little-
always the glasses looks like Superman. Think, huh? Superman.
It's Indiana Jones.
It's always the
All right, number 3, we have the I can't say this word, the Tiananmen
Tiananmen
Square
Square,
protest and massacre. On June 3rd and 4th, the Chinese military forcibly ended weeks of pro-democracy demonstrations. The image of the unidentified tank man became one of the most iconic photos of the 20th century. Gen X watched the news unfold in real time on television. I remember seeing this, and I'm guessing that they're talking about that image is the guy who set himself on fire.
No.
Oh.
It's
That was
not?
No, it's one man standing in front of a tank.
yeah. It's when their tanks were
Oh.
rolling into Tiananmen Square to try and chase other protesters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes,
and so
yes,
the
yes,
whole
yes.
reason is because they're rolling. So one guy stood in front of the tank, and the tank went around him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the whole thing was like,
one person can
Yeah.
change.
yeah,
something,
exactly. Because everyone's just assuming that they're just gonna
Can
Yeah.
I?
run this guy over, and
And
just
then-
one person who cares. But
Yeah.
No.
So China got democracy after that, right?
yeah,
Well,
everything was.
there was an album that came out.
That's yeah, and that is I think still why even to this day like a lot of people everyone looked at China with no one's really sure what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Especially now, especially here being in Canada, talk about cars coming here potentially and stuff like that.
So
and
I just want to
yeah.
ask a question quickly, and again, please ignore my ignorance. I'm not I don't know a lot about history. I learn a lot from these guys,
I'm not
good
sure
or
how
bad.
much you want to.
I'm not asking deep questions.
Okay.
I'm just asking like, so just by reading this, so the Chinese military was trying to stop people who were protesting for democracy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
I think it was a student
It
protest.
was students.
I think.
Student
Yeah.
Okay.
protest. Yeah, exactly.
And then, so like that person stood in front of the tank and he went around, but like it ended, but like how did it end? Like, was it like a peaceful ending or
I don't really know I forget.
it's just kind of like everybody's like, okay, whatever. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
I
Honestly,
remember,
I mean, clearly the protest ended. I don't remember if it was in violence or not. To be
Yeah, I'm
honest,
guessing
I
it was-
remember this happening. I just at the time didn't probably
No,
understand
I'm
what was
assuming there was
happening.
probably definitely some violence from the
yeah,
I don't think anyone left by free will.
no,
So the question I'm posing, was this the first major event that you guys or the listeners out there vividly remember following on TV. This was in 1989.
No, I was too little to
yeah.
really grasp.
I didn't
any of this
follow
stuff. I
it. I
remember, I
heard of it.
remember it and seen it and stuff, but at the time, I
You know
wouldn't
what?
have been,
The one event that I mean, it doesn't count because I was like 6, but the one event I remember first was the spaceship thing. And then the second event I remember more vividly that I actually followed was the war in 19...
the Gulf War.
Oh,
First
well,
one.
everyone,
Desert-
because that
Desert
was
Storm, yeah.
No,
that
I know.
was
I'm
CNN
just
and stuff like that. That was sort of
saying,
the first
yeah.
24-hour news.
But that's the first
war,
major
yeah.
event that I followed on the TV and like
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
things, right? So
yeah.
that's just I was just
No, I think for us, it was just, we were like 10 years old. So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, just
Way
to
to give away our
appreciate
age, Steve.
to appreciate it, you know.
Yeah.
We're pretending we're
But
just
I mean, the image is still like, one of the
Yeah.
biggest.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And it
images.
just showed that the government blinked,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like, oh,
that's
there's...
good, but it just shows how
It shows the people do have power.
it just shows how
Exactly.
powerful even one voice can be.
No, exactly. And, you know, even for the person driving the tank, that it's still it's a
Person.
human being back
Yeah.
there, right? And that's something that you're losing nowadays. You're watching all the stuff, it's all drones and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
there is no one to even make that decision of,
No.
do we
There's
stop
There's someone
go
with
around.
with remote control miles away.
that wouldn't even just
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 is Ghostbuster 2 brings back the Ghostbusters June 16, 1989. The return of Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and the gang was huge news. Kids loved the slime, Vigo the Carpathian,
Vigo.
and the
Vigo.
walking Statue of Liberty. The movie became one of the biggest hits of the summer. I'm pretty sure that we probably saw this one in the theater.
Yeah, I saw this one.
Yeah, I definitely saw this
Yeah.
in the theater. Yeah, 100%.
I don't really remember. I keep thinking 1. I don't. What happened in 2?
So two, it wasn't like a super strong premise. Basically, there was it's like a haunted painting, I guess, of this
Yeah.
Vigo
Oh.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was bringing bad energy with him that was making New York all like hate each other, all the New Yorkers.
yeah.
Oh.
And there's this like weird like ooze in the sewers that was like haunted
Oh,
and stuff.
okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember. And there was the guy that worked in the
Yeah.
museum or whatever that became like possessed by him.
Yeah.
Well,
So basically, the whole thing is this evil guy, this evil like spirit in the painting. He needed a human body to be a host.
That
And
was
so,
it, yeah.
So that he tried to steal Sigourney Weaver's baby to be the host.
okay, so I do remember. I was literally gonna say no. I'm probably thinking of the first one, but I remember the Sigourney Weaver baby.
Because
thing.
remember, there's that scene
Yeah.
where the carriage is empty
Yes.
on its own,
Yes.
like running down the street
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I get that. Is it better than the original or just a nostalgia favorite?
I gotta say, hell no. It's not. It's not.
Nothing's ever.
No,
No.
nothing's ever better than the original. I don't think. Yeah, it was
No.
from when I haven't seen it in years, but
Yeah.
I remember being like, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good because you had all the same, like this regular, all the cat. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, but Bill Murray's not in it anymore. This,
Yeah.
that, you know. So they had. It was good. It was a good
Yeah.
sequel, but the first one was just such a different movie
Yeah.
that you can't really
Was
sort of
the-
recapture that.
No.
Was the marshmallow guy in both of them?
Stay Puff, Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
I don't think he was.
He was in the first
He was
one.
in the first
Yeah,
one.
no,
Okay.
no, definitely not in the second one. He came
No.
back in one of the reboot ones. It was like the Paul Rudd one.
Oh, I never saw that one.
No, me neither. I just remember the commercial.
Yeah.
I'd seen it with like the little
Little
Stay
Marshmallow
Puft
Man?
or something. Yeah.
No, okay.
All right, guys. I'm not gonna lie. When I say this movie, I kind of want to watch this again. It's probably so cheesy, but I loved this movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, June 23rd, 1989.
Jesus. Yeah.
Became a
man.
massive family hit. The giant backyard sets and practical effects blew audiences away. Introduced many Gen X kids to the idea that science could be fun and terrifying. We saw this in the theater. I loved this. I loved all the scenes when they were little in the grass. Loved it.
It was
that was
neat.
great.
It was really well done that way.
It
like,
was
to,
so
to make
cool.
the
Yeah.
world so big and small. Yeah.
And I love the second one too.
They've made like
They probably
they
made
did
a
a
bunch.
few of them, didn't they? I think in the end, like
they
at
did
least.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kids was a sequel.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where
Yeah.
the baby became giant.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
And he was
Well
walking through down the middle of like I think Times
Oh,
Square.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah. Kind of like a spoof of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Did you
basically.
guys see this?
Speaking of which, there's a big connection here between the last two movies.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. Yeah.
Yeah.
89 was the summer of Rick Moranis.
Yeah, he was huge, and then
Yeah.
obviously except when his wife was ill, right? Or his wife passed away.
Is that somebody else? I think you're thinking. Of?
No, Rick
No,
Moranis,
Rick
100%.
Oh, I don't
stepped
know.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he started coming back.
He was
aren't
good
they-
in that.
Oh, it's Spaceballs. He's going to be, and they redid Spaceballs is
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out. That's
He was good in that movie because he was a dorky scientist dad.
well, that was always his kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he's a very, he's,
He's
kind of
tiny.
a small.
But his
guy
hair
with
was always kind of like just
glasses.
whatever.
Even in
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, he played like a kind of dorky guy. Even on SCTV and stuff
Did
like that.
you
he would always
guys-
be kind of the
Did you
dorky
guys
guy.
see this movie in the theater?
I did not.
I did not, and I know I've
I
seen
did.
bits and pieces of it, but I'm not sure I've ever actually
Yeah.
sat down and watched the
We
whole
might
thing
have to
from start
watch this
finish,
after.
to be
Like,
honest.
it's
I don't
probably
know.
so cheesy, but like
Yeah.
when the big ant comes, because you all know ants are, and then but when they shrink
Well,
them,
I-
the ants are
yeah.
huge.
I remember the kids being trapped in like a bowl of cereal, and like
Yeah.
like the Cheerios or Fruit Loops was
And-
like they were like their life raft or something.
And then the lawnmower turned on, and they're like,
Yeah.
"No!"
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
yeah, I
god, it
remember
was
that,
so good.
yeah.
It was actually like I remember being anxious watching the movie, but
Yeah.
like it was so good.
It was a fun
so
movie.
cheesy.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I didn't realize it was a Disney movie. But do you think it was? I don't know. I would assume this movie is popular, maybe not. But the question posted is this the most underrated Disney movie of the 1980s? I mean, I think it's a great movie. I think kids now today, like I'm thinking of my niece and nephew, would love it.
I'm going to say I don't think it was underrated because
I
I, think
don't-
it was a huge success.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
If it had been
Yeah.
like a box office flop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
different story. But I from what I remember,
Well,
it was huge.
maybe it's
Yeah.
more like because nobody really talks. Like it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like it
Well,
was just,
yeah,
it
I mean,
happened
if you're
then.
talking Disney movies, this one would not be on my radar. I didn't even realize it
No,
was
I
a Disney
didn't
movie, to be
either.
honest. So if someone would say, "Hey, what's your favorite like live action Disney movie?" I wouldn't think
No.
I Shrunk
No.
the Kids.
It's
So
prob-
in that way, sure, I guess it's underrated. But I
Yeah.
just because I
I
wouldn't
think-
think it's a Disney flick.
I think my niece and nephew would love this movie.
Oh, I think so
Oh,
too.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
kids. It's still from what I remember, like it was funny. Like you said,
It's just a cool concept.
when
Yeah.
the way they do it, because they did it, like I think they actually built sets where they're in,
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
didn't try and do some sort. It's not like
Yeah.
weird animatronic or like weird like CGI stuff where it's
Yeah.
gonna look like garbage
No.
now.
The only way maybe it's like underrated is like it gets forgotten against like Little Mermaid. And
I
other-
think
Well, that's
so,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
movies
Though,
that
that
came
if
out.
you compare it to Disney movies, I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Because
It
I
wouldn't be on my
know,
list.
I know
Yeah.
at one point in time. Oh, it's so funny because our friend was actually. We were just talking with her a couple weeks ago, and she's putting together a list for the summer for her kids
Oh yeah,
to
yeah.
watch like 90s movies. I mean, they're
Oh.
like preteens and a teen right now. So 90s movies. And I was like, I never would have thought about this, but even though it's probably a little cheesy, I think they would still love it. I need to.
I
Yeah.
think so.
You guys remind me to somebody text her and put it on the list.
Instead of reminding your phone.
It's fine. It's just more fun to say, guys, remind me.
Yeah,
But
because
I'm
I will
gonna-
not remember.
I'm gonna have my niece and nephew watch this at the cottage. I think it's a really fun movie.
I think they like
maybe
it.
maybe
yeah.
they've seen it already. Who knows?
Actually, they could have. I don't know. I
Yeah,
just
huh?
assume they
I'm sure it's
haven't.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
All right, guys, we're already at number 6. We've gone through half the list.
sweet.
I'm keeping this like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
We're
We
just
can talk
going.
too much.
Let's roll.
It's and the thing is like I'm fine if you guys want to talk all dang day long, but we want to make sure viewers don't get bored.
That's
Yeah.
always important. Yes.
Are you implying we're boring?
If you guys want us to do 3 and 4 hour podcasts,
Let us
we're
know.
up for it. All right, number 6. Dead Poet Society inspires a generation, expanded nationwide during June, starred Robin Williams in one of his most beloved roles. Carpe Diem became part of Gen X vocabulary. Full disclosure, I've never seen this.
Never
I've
seen
heard of
Dead
it.
Poet Society?
I've heard it, but never seen it.
Oh man, I remember watching this in high school. I think our English teacher brought it in one day.
Yeah, we
it.
watched it. It must
Yeah.
have been an
Is it
English class.
sad?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it is.
so
it was
not
good
like a
though. It's a
kid's
good movie.
It's not.
No, it's not.
I mean, like teenagers can watch it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's definitely not a kids
I
Not
movie.
need
kids.
a
Yeah.
3-sentence synopsis on what it is.
Oh God, I don't know how to describe it because it's about.
I guess you'd say like Robin Williams is a teacher that goes into an all-boys school and kind of takes their drab universe and teaches them more about there's more to life than just school.
Okay, does Robin Williams die?
No, but one of the students does.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just okay. I can get the synopsis with that. Good job, Eric. You win a gold star. Yeah, I've never seen this, but I remember seeing it in video stores. I'm pretty, I
oh
remember,
yeah, this movie was huge. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I never.
I'm
So
trying to, was this Robin Williams' sort of first big dramatic role?
Would
I'm
have been
trying to think.
1980.
I think so.
89,
Yeah.
so-
At first, like pure drama, because he did. What's that one? Was it Air America? No. Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah,
He did that before this movie,
Yeah.
which was like comedy drama.
that had more comedy to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because after this, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you look at Robin Williams' career with movies, like it's kind of crazy from like the Mrs. Doubtfires to
Yeah.
this to like Good Will Hunting. Like he's
Yeah.
kind of all over the place.
So the question I'm going to pose, I mean, I think this is a little too narrow to pinpoint it exactly, but I'll just say, do you guys think this is one of the most inspirational movies Gen X grew up with?
I mean, it's definitely inspirational. I'll say yeah.
I think you could put it up there. Yeah. I
Yeah?
mean, yeah.
What's the overall like message of the movie that you take away from it? Like, what's the feeling you get? Yeah, the student dies and whatever. You don't need to explain how he dies.
Yeah.
But what is the overall afterwards message that you walk away feeling? Like, do you feel sad? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel inspired?
I guess inspired.
I would think so.
I'm trying to
Yeah, I don't
think,
know. Like, would it like kind of that there's more to life than?
Okay.
You know,
I think it's just like be true to yourself as the
Yeah,
overall message,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because that's why the one kid like killed himself. Basically, he was like he loved drama, but his parents wanted him to be a doctor.
That's
So
right.
that's
Yeah,
why he's at this fancy all boys school.
yeah.
But he went and did and did the school play, and after he did the school play and he did a great job as the lead, he went and killed himself because he knew like that was
the
basically-
last performance.
I'm not-
that's my last performance.
So sad.
It's sad.
Yeah.
You hear about it not to that extreme, but you know,
Yeah.
lots of parents are, you have to do this,
You
you
put
have to do that.
a lot of parents, I shouldn't say it, some parents put their ideas, values, ambitions, whatever into their kids.
Yeah,
And I think it's totally cool to try and, give your kid, open your kids up to tons of opportunities that you may not have had. But I think the trick and the goal and the hard part is being okay with whatever path they choose, even if it's not something that you would necessarily
no,
want.
no,
Yeah.
totally, and especially like for a job like a doctor or something like that. Like if you're not passionate about it,
No, you can't.
that's not a kind of job you just kind of go into. Be like, you know what, do it for a couple years. Like this is not my thing. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bounce out and whatever. It's
If-
like you're in it.
if you half-ass it as a doctor, you could do some real damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, like this, I don't know if this is a relevant example, but I remember a little while ago, my sister was telling me this story, how she was talking to her son, and he's like, say he was like 9 years old at the time. And he kind of came to her one day out of the blue and was like, when I grow up, I want to work at McDonald's, like meaning when he's an adult and has to live on his own, I want to work at McDonald's. And my sister was like, oh, okay. Like if you want to work, and I mean, he was 9. So
Yeah,
like he
he's-
doesn't know, but that's what he thought he wanted to do.
Yeah,
And so she was kind of like, oh, well, if that's what you want to do, then that's cool. Like, whatever. Just
yeah,
my point is that like some people, even if their kid was 9 or 10 and know that probably that's not going to be their career, but they
Yeah.
just don't know any better at 9 and 10. No, you don't want to work at McDonald's. Look, there's no
Yeah.
shame in any job. If you're out there working your best, you do you.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So that story didn't make sense in my brain. It did. I just didn't execute very well. So it's fine. It's fine. I do have to say, though, right before we hit record, just as a little intermission of a side note, right before we hit record, I said to you guys that I had a headache early and I took an Advil and the headache got worse when I took the Advil.
Yeah.
But as soon as we started filming this, my headache is now completely gone.
Maybe
So
you just need to talk more.
I think my point is what I said at the beginning of this is that, doing something that you enjoy doing, sometimes at the moment you're like, oh, and then you start doing it, and look, my headache went away. We're
Look at that.
laughing.
No, and that's
We're in the messy middle right now.
what do they
Yeah.
always say? Do something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. I think
Yeah.
that's 100% true. I wish I could say that I could. Much easier said than done sometimes, but it is
yeah.
definitely true.
And there's one thing, like, I get it. Like, we're at the age too where, like, when you were kids and like adults told you things, you're like, okay, weirdo, like,
Yeah.
whatever. But now I'm at the age where I'm like, kids that I know, like nieces, nephews, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I just like want to say to them so badly, like, literally, like, just to an extent, I know
Yeah.
it doesn't, but like, just do something you really are passionate about and want to do.
No, and
I
that-
promise
yeah.
you, there's going to be tough times and shitty times, but like, I promise you, make that a priority.
Well, because you're gonna have rough times whether you do something you love.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Jim Carrey's sort of speech about that.
Yeah.
Basically, you're gonna have rough times whether you're doing something you love or doing something you hate. So you might
Yeah.
as well be have those tough times while you're enjoying what you do.
And I
Good
don't
point.
You know?
care if that means, and I'm not shitting, but I'm just saying the stereotype. I don't care if that means that you work at McDonald's.
No,
I
if
don't
you want to
care.
work at McDonald's, you want to work at the 5-star restaurant, you want to be a banker, you want to be a
Doctor,
whatever.
a lawyer,
Do
Yeah.
what makes you happy.
as long as you want to do it
Yeah.
and not doing it because of somebody else. Whew,
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, we had a little intermission. It's fine.
What number are we on?
7.
Oh boy, we spent a long time on 6.
It's okay, but when you go to the theater and you get that like little intermission and you're kind of just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you get to. So that was our little intermission.
Okay.
Back to it. The house lights are dimming. It's going.
All right, let's go to number 7.
You know what? You guys, let me do what I love to do. Okay.
You cut us off.
Yeah, it's true.
Number 7, Star Trek V. I don't know what number that is.
5. God damn.
Yeah.
The Final Frontier divides fans. Released June 9th, 1989. Directed by and starring William Shatner. Fans love seeing the crew together again, but opinions on the movie remain mixed. I know literally zero about this. I can guarantee you,
Did
my
it-
dad. I can
this-
guarantee
was
you,
it
my
di-
dad saw it in the
It was
theater.
directed by Shatner.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
the first one he directed.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Was it okay? You guys probably seen it. Was it
No,
shitty? You
never
didn't
saw
see it.
No, I'm not. I don't
I-
watch
I'm
Star
not
Trek.
I saw this in the theater.
Is it shitty?
It's dog shit.
Okay.
This movie's absolute dog
But
shit.
like, are
Yeah.
you saying that because you're like my dad? I'd be curious. My dad was a Star Trek fan. Like he
Yeah.
watched the shows. Blah, 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 blah.
Same with my dad. My dad loved the original Star Trek.
But
Yeah.
did your dad like this movie?
No, even he said it was bad.
Oh, okay, so that's what I'm wondering if like the hardcore Star Trek people loved it because it was
Yeah.
Star Trek or it was just shit in general.
It was just shit in general. It was just the whole premise was played out, and then there was just no real like climax to the movie.
Was it just kind of like we could stop now?
The whole movie you're waiting for some kind of big action to pop off, and it never does. So it was just kind of a big letdown, basically.
And it was kind of just like they probably didn't need to do this.
No, this is them going back to the well with the original cast. One's too many.
Yeah, I remember when
times.
I remember this coming out and stuff like that, and people being kind of like,
remember
do we need? It wasn't this whole William
this-
Shatner hairpiece and stuff like
And his
that.
hairpiece is bad, and like this is like with the Simpsons did a bang on when they were like Star Trek 10, so damn tired.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
parody of the Star Trek movies. The original
Wait,
cast.
I'm confused. Was
What?
William Shatner in the Star Trek movies?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Captain Kirk.
Yeah, I know, but he's not in the like TV ones.
What?
Well, he was in the original Star Trek.
I know, but the TV Star Trek that I had on in my house all the time.
Oh, you're
wasn't
talking
William
about the
Shatner.
Next Generation. No,
Is
no.
it different? Eric is literally laughing at me like I'm the dumbest
Yeah,
human
you're
on the
talking
planet.
they started like the Next Generation stuff.
Yeah.
It's new. I didn't
You're
know.
talking- Yeah,
Is it
that's-
like Degrassi and then Degrassi the Next
Was
Generation?
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
captain a bald man?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the-
there's
that's Next Generation.
Jean-Luc.
Okay, I
Picard.
didn't know. I just
Yeah.
asked Steve. I don't know if you, but I said, is it like the original Degrassi and Degrassi the Next
Yeah,
Generation?
it's the same premise of the show, but a
Okay.
totally different.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
No, yeah. So William Shatner was in the original series, and
Okay.
the movies at this time were all from
Yeah.
that original era.
The OG series was shot in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they watched that. My dad. When I
Yeah.
say they, my dad and my aunt always
But yeah,
watched
no.
it.
So those Star Trek movies, like 1, 2, 3, was it? Did they just do the 5 of
It's
them?
6.
They did a 6th one with
They
them
did a
all.
6th one.
Oh Jesus, okay.
Yeah.
But those were all based on the '60s crew.
Yeah.
So like Leonard Nimoy, William Shatner.
Oh,
those
because
guys.
I'm thinking of like the bald guy,
Yeah.
the guy with the beard.
No, Next Generation.
The-
That was a good series. I like that one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the series.
That's what I saw all the
yeah,
time.
that was the next gen. That was the next series that came out like when we were growing
It
up.
had the like data guy.
Yeah.
Data. Yeah, the android.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
he wasn't a real person.
He was a robot.
Yeah, and why am I blanking on
Jordy, the guy with
Jordy
the-
LaForge?
with
I was
the-
totally
with the
blanking
visor
on his
for-
name there.
And
his
they had that
eyes.
younger kid to try and attract the younger
Oh,
audience.
Will
Wesley.
Wheaton,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Will Wheaton.
Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
Wesley. What's his last? Stryker? Wesley?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I forget, but yeah, Will Wheaton was on.
So
there,
I'm
yeah.
going to apologize to all the Star Trek fans that are may or be listening. I didn't know there was two different. Well, I knew there was, but I didn't know they were like. And it doesn't matter. Okay,
Yeah, all
number
right.
8. 1989 NBA Finals ends with the rise of the Pistons. The Detroit Pistons swept the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys. Cemented one of the toughest teams in NBA history. Oh, I just remember the Lakers were always good, so that was cool for Detroit.
Yeah, this was the
Yeah.
end of the Lakers' Showtime era, basically. So in the 80s, the Lakers were super dominant. They had like Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a bunch of other key role players in the team.
But
and
they became dominant again, no? When
They-
had,
they
Kobe
did.
Bryant?
They had a they
Yeah.
had like a resurgence. Like
in the 2000s,
Okay.
early 2000s.
it's always kind of fun. It's like cyclical. A lot of these
Yeah.
sporting teams, you see where it's like one team's dominant, and then
Yeah.
those guys retire, and they kind of go through that rebuild
They
again.
age
And like
out.
20 years later,
Yeah.
15 years later, they're
Okay.
back again.
So
and-
who are the Bad Boys?
That's the Detroit Pistons.
yeah,
Oh, Isaiah Thomas is a
I-
Piston.
Isaiah
Yeah,
Thomas, he was
yeah.
exactly one of the best point guards of all time. Isaiah
Yeah.
Thomas, Dennis Rodman was on that team.
that's right. I forgot about
Bill, I forget his last name, but he was a really dirty player. He hurt Larry Bird.
Oh,
Is that why they're called Bad Boys? Because they were
Yeah.
nasty?
They were like- they were
played
like
really physical, nasty,
tougher,
dirty,
yeah.
dirty basketball. Some people say dirty basketball.
Yeah.
I think it was dirty basketball.
Okay.
When you're trying to hurt people, that's
Well, that's not
Yeah,
fair. That's
yeah,
just being
yeah.
a bad sport.
well, it's a way to win,
yeah.
but not.
Th- there's a hard foul stopping it from scoring, and they're trying to actually hurt somebody.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
So
limits to it, but
were I have to quote because that's what they say. The Bad Boys, the coolest villains in sports.
They definitely played the bad boy role up to.
well,
up
they all
to
leaned
the-
into it for
yeah,
sure.
they leaned
Yeah,
into it.
it was always funny because when Isaiah Thomas came to Toronto and was on the Raptors as like the GM or was
Yeah.
he the coach or the GM?
He's the GM, I think.
but you know, he's always like smiling and friendly and stuff like that. So it's just kind of funny because the reputation of
Yeah.
like,
Well, I think they probably take on that.
oh yeah, well you
character.
lean into it too, right? Like you,
Yeah.
you know, like
And yeah, they left the bad taste in everyone's mouth. Not
Yeah.
mouth.
Moush.
Everyone's mouth, because when they lost to the Chicago Bulls, like in 1991, Chicago could never beat the bad boy Pistons throughout the whole 80s, right?
yeah,
It was only in the early 90s they finally got over that hump and beat the Pistons. When the Pistons lost to them in the semifinals, they walked off the court without shaking hands.
oh that's right. I remember that from the Last Dance documentary talking about the
Yeah, exactly. So like, this is your bad boy Pistons. Now they're walking off like bitches.
That's the
Well,
same.
yeah.
I still and that same thing in the like with the Knicks and the Spurs.
Yeah,
They walked right off. You know,
yeah,
I'm like
A lot of
you
sports
got to
do that.
shake hands, man. I
Yeah.
don't care. I know somebody like it doesn't matter. They just lost. They should be upset. It's like no, it's sportsmanship. There's a bunch of freaking
yeah.
kids. You were adults,
yeah,
paid a ton of money to play a fucking game.
yeah,
Get out there, have some sportsmen, shake hands like men. Don't be a bunch of little babies.
yeah, exactly.
I don't. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So yeah, it really pissed me off after the Knicks
Yeah.
win. They just storm off there. We lost.
yeah, exactly.
It's like you
Same-
make hundreds of millions of dollars to play a stupid
Yeah.
game.
Same thing here. They're like, we're the real deal. We're real basketball. We're tough out
Yeah,
there. And
it's
then
like-
they lose and they like,
Yeah, well, we're real tough. We're gonna go cry in the locker room, and I get it. You're gonna be super
Okay,
pissed,
yeah.
but
I
have a
shake
question.
hands.
I have
Yeah.
a question, and this might apply to Steve too, but I don't know how much basketball you paid attention to back then.
Mhm.
Um,
Not much.
Yeah, I mean, I know Eric liked basketball, but like, do you remember that series? And if you do, who were you cheering for?
gotta be honest, I didn't really watch basketball until maybe I was probably watching then, like, because I liked Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
Yeah,
okay.
I think. I remember when everyone like Michael
Yeah.
Jordan, the Bills, that sort of brought everybody in. Yeah.
So sorry, what was your question again?
I just said, do you remember this? Like, not the specifics of the series, but do you remember this face-off? And if you did watch it, who were you cheering for?
I was cheering for the Bulls. And I remember like,
No, like out of these two teams,
out of the Lakers.
the Lakers and the Pistons.
Oh yeah,
You weren't paying attention.
Actually, I was paying attention a little bit because my fourth grade teacher was a big basketball fan.
Oh, okay.
He really wanted Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That was his last,
Get one last.
get
Yeah.
one last championship. So he was pretty bummed when the Lakers lost.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. All right, we're on number 9, guys.
All right.
We have another sports one. The 1989. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. The 1989 Stanley Cup Finals crowns the Flames.
I remember this.
The
Yeah.
Calgary Flames defeated the Montreal
Yeah.
Canadiens. Their Montreal Canadiens fans
Yeah.
became the only visiting team to win the Stanley Cup. Oof, in Montreal.
Yeah.
A huge moment for Canadian Gen X hockey fans. Can I just say before you guys go on your rants, and then I'll shut up. I mean, at least it was an all Canadian final.
No, I mean
No.
it's been
A long time since
a-
that happened.
I don't know if that's the last time.
And one other question
Potentially.
before you guys go into your thing. Do you guys remember this?
I remember vividly the last game
Yeah.
was in the Montreal Forum, and they were like, "There's no way the Flames will win the cup in the Montreal Forum."
Yeah, it's like the
It's-
famous
it's-
last words.
Yeah, exactly. And then they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember watching it, just being like, God damn it! Like,
Yeah.
you know, again at the time,
That
you know, could
sucks.
appreciate it, but because we had won already in '86, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh well,
But then you win a couple years
oh, I
later.
know exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's when Montreal again sort of been that cyclical team in like the late '80s, early '90s. Montreal was kind
Yeah.
of, hey, we're kind of in the mix a bunch of times, but
Yeah.
Was
losing at home, I don't think
losing at home.
losing at home's the
stinks.
worst.
It
Yeah.
is.
I think even winning away is probably the worst too.
Yeah,
it's different for
but
the winning
it's not
team.
the same because you still win, right?
No,
so you have
you
that,
don't really care. You just want to win, whether you're home or
but
away. But
losing at home, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Oof.
But yeah,
Jays
man,
World Series
I
Game
think here's
7.
if that was the last. If that's the
It
last
must have been probably
playoff between two Canadian teams in the NHL,
I gotta think.
I
yeah.
think it must be.
for the Stanley Cup Finals. I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
So was that again? I don't know how much you guys did or didn't follow hockey back then, but like, was that the greatest Flames team ever?
It was up there.
I think. I mean,
I mean,
That's-
Lady McDonald, Doug Gilmore was on
yeah,
the team.
yeah.
Oh, Doug
Yeah.
Gilmore.
That's the only Flames team to win a cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think
oh,
by
well then,
default,
right there, you win.
like
yeah.
they had some good teams afterwards,
Aw,
but I
I'm
think
not gonna lie, I'm happy they won. If that's the only time, I love
People
an
were really
underdog
happy for
team.
Lady McDonald because he was like an old veteran
He
at that
was-
point in time.
Okay.
I don't know if he retired right after that or
Yeah.
like not too long, but yeah, he'd been around a long, like
And I don't.
And you gotta respect that mustache.
that's solid stash,
don't-
Lane McDonald. Yeah,
I don't feel as bad for the Canadians because they won a couple years later.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
had like 20-something previous ones. So
Oh,
They
okay.
they won 5 in a row in the late 70s.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Shit.
Yeah, they took a break. They won in 86. They were there in 89.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why Montreal is better than Toronto.
It's not even a question.
Just simply for cup wins.
Toronto who?
Yeah.
They are very hardcore Montreal Canadian fans.
Go Habs, go!
All right, guys, we're on the last one.
All right.
That
Number
came up
10.
in a hurry.
We're
but-
back to a movie though.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then we have some honorable mentions. License to Kill premieres in late June 1989, starring
Oh.
Timothy Dalton as James Bond. Darker and grittier than previous Bond movies, has become a cult favorite among Gen X fans. I have never seen one James Bond movie.
What the hell?
Really? You've never seen one?
Does it look like
That's
as
true,
a young
yeah.
me would be? My
Yeah.
dad watched them.
That's what I figured. Like, I figured your dad would be into it, and he's like, "Hey, this is what we're watching." Everyone's watching it too.
Yeah.
But I guess not.
Well, we very early on, nothing fancy, but had 2 TVs in the house simply for that
Ooh
reason.
la la.
Yeah. Rich girl.
Okay, like one of them was like a 10-inch black and white, but I'm just saying, like,
I
my
had a
dad.
9-inch black and nothing.
My dad liked to watch shit. My dad my dad was in a house full of girls. So
Yeah,
there
no, I
wasn't,
get it.
you know, he wanted to watch his old Western movies. Like the
Yeah.
other day I went to my parents' house and my dad's like, "Oh my gosh, you know it was on TV last night?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He goes, "The movie Earthquake." And what was the other one I said? Inferno
the
or
Tower
something?
Inferno, yeah.
Oh, Tower
And I'm
Inferno,
like,
yeah.
"Okay." He's like, "Yeah, you know, it had like all these." I'm like, literally that's
No one cares, old man. Go to bed.
I'm like, literally sounds like the worst thing ever. But like, my dad is a movie guy. He watches movies like during the day. Like I went over there today.
Well,
and he
those
had
but those
movies
were
on.
like those were huge. Those were
Yeah.
like because back in like the 70s, you didn't really have these like action movies sort of per se.
They
But
had
that's what they
disaster
were,
movies,
and that's
yeah.
what
Yeah.
these big disaster
Yeah.
action movie things. Yeah.
So I guarantee you, my dad's seen the James Bond. My mom too, because she probably liked
Yeah.
the James Bond
I-
character.
I feel bad for Timothy Dalton. He's one of the forgotten James Bonds.
Yeah, because he only did. Did he just?
he did 2.
Did he do 2? I was
Yeah.
gonna say I couldn't remember how many he did, but
Th-
yeah,
was
he's.
this one License to Kill? Was that what this one was?
Yeah. Well, how many James Bond movies are there, including all the
Oh
like
my
remakes?
god, I don't
Oh,
even
hell.
know. Like, there's got to be a.
Like
I-
almost 20.
I was gonna
Like, because
say.
Pierce
like,
Brosnan did a bunch, right?
He did like 4, I want to say.
yeah, and then you have Daniel Craig did 3 or 4,
He did like
maybe
3 or
more,
4
more.
for
I
himself, yeah.
It's like the Mission Impossible movies. They just never
Yeah,
end.
no, there's a. Yeah, I don't know how many, because even like Sean Connery must have done like 4 or 5, maybe. I don't even know how many he did, to be honest.
He did a bunch. Yeah, exactly. And then
Roger Moore.
yeah, Roger Moore. George Lazenby.
Oh yes, in Her Majesty's Secret Service or whatever the hell it's
He was
called.
the one movie wonder.
The
yeah.
one hit wonder, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea how many James Bond. I have not seen them all. I've seen just spatterings of ones here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know who Timothy Dalton is. Like, I can't picture his face.
He was, a
but
big departure from Roger Moore because Roger was kind of goofy,
Yeah.
a lot more comedy, and
But
yeah,
do
it
you
kind of got more like serious again. Like, yeah.
Do you think that Timothy Dalton was ahead of his time as Bond, or like made a good Bond? Or okay,
Oh,
here's a
God,
question.
I'm not sure if
I know you guys haven't seen them all, but you've probably seen or whatever spatterings. But are the ones you have, who is the best Bond?
oh hell.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to. It's just that weird thing because like
I feel like
Sean
Connery.
but he
is,
was the
like-
original James Bond, so kind of it's
Yeah.
hard. To,
It's hard. I like the Daniel Craig ones because honestly, like a lot
but
of
they're more like.
the old ones don't really hold up so good.
But that's the thing though. Is like the newer ones are more realistic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like like
well,
they're
the old
not.
ones had a lot of like weird gadgets. And
But that's what I was
relied
gonna
on that
say. It
stuff.
was like this weird. You watch like back in the '60s, like you're gonna have this watch that can like shoot darts or whatever
And
it might
that's
be.
what I mean. Like
and they watch, and I was like, we
yeah.
don't like that. That's not.
At the
real.
time, it was like mind blowing tech.
No, exactly, because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, but in the '60s, they thought by the year 2000 we'd be like living on the moon.
Who
Which
would you say? Who's your choice?
I think Daniel Craig.
Oh yeah, you said that. Sorry. And who did you say?
I'm gonna go with George Lazenby.
Whoa!
I
the
think
wild card.
I think Pierce Brosnan was okay too. I mean,
Yeah, Pierce-
I haven't seen.
I don't know.
any,
I think
but-
they. I mean, I don't know. They're James Bond movie. They're nothing too like serious
Yeah.
or heavy or that. So I've enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
The only one I remember watching a lot was we would go to Montreal. We go to visit my uncle Bob, and he had a copy of Live and Let Die on tape.
Oh yeah.
And because we don't half the channels are in French and stuff like that, so I watched that
Movie a million
a
times.
bunch of times. So yeah,
How do you what do you think of the McCartney song?
it's great.
Burned in my mind.
yeah.
Sorry. I think anyway, it's fine. We have some honorable mentions.
All right, what's on?
We'll
the-
go through these. I was looking at the time. We'll go through these. We won't take too long on them.
Yeah.
We have Roadhouse becomes a VHS legend, still packing theaters, gaining fans, turned Patrick Swayze into the action icon, quotable, cheesy, and endlessly
I
entertaining.
thought you'd be
I-
taller.
I'm just gonna say, is this one of your guys say top 10 movies of all time? Not all time. That's wrong.
Rewatchable. This is. And I remember we were on something else we were doing, and someone asked about a movie you could watch anytime. Roadhouse. I don't know how many times I've seen Roadhouse.
I
remember-
think it's lame.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't understand.
I don't have a penis. I don't
But
get
I remember,
the...
remember in college, like with our buddies, a bunch of us would go golfing, and one of our buddies would go stay at his parents' house
Yeah.
and do like a weekend there. We'd always
Yeah.
end up watching Roadhouse like 3 a.m,
Yeah.
having to be getting drunk. And I love Roadhouse. It's such a, it's so,
Is it a guy's movie?
it's just so cheesy, but like it's
There's-
just such a great movie.
There's a hilarious story. I'm gonna butcher it about Roadhouse. Bill Murray he used to prank call. Who's the female lead in Roadhouse?
I don't know, but that's right.
Remember hearing that story?
Yes.
He used to prank call the husband.
Or he like,
of
was
the female
friends
lead,
with
or
them
he
or
was friends
something.
with them,
Yeah, but
exactly. He Roadhouse would be on TV, and there's a scene where Patrick Swayze is like railing the
Yeah.
female lead in the movie, right? And he'd
As
call,
Patrick
he'd
Swayze
call up
would
and he'd be like, "I'm watching your wife get railed right now."
I mean, that's kind of funny.
but the thing is, because it's on so much, like he would
But
call him like
This guy never knew his
every
buddy Bill
time
Murray.
he would call him
Yeah.
and do it. It's like
I mean,
I've
that's
never
kinda
seen
funny.
Bill Murray talk. I don't know
Yeah.
where he was, if it was on a talk show or
Something like
somewhere,
that.
but I saw him talking
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna just keep going. We have "Wind Beneath My Wings" by Bette Midler. Took home major awards in 1989. One of the defining ballads of the era. Every Gen Xer heard it constantly on the radio. I still love this song.
Beaches.
Yeah, that was. Oh, that's
You
right.
are
That was
the
Beach. Yeah, I remember
wind.
seeing
Yeah.
that. My
Fun. Oh, sorry.
my
go ahead.
parents renting that movie. My mom or someone rented
Fun
it.
fact: a teacher way back in the day that I had sang this song at grade 8 graduation. There's a whole reason why he did, and it makes sense. But I'm not going to say that because I'm not, doxing my life. But it was really cool, and I love this song.
You could just.
He was nuts on the story.
Yeah.
I know, but I was just saying it's cool. That's why this is one of my favorite.
Well, that was
songs.
a huge song.
Well, not
Yeah.
favorite songs, but every
Like-
time I hear this song, I'm like, I think of that. So
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I can't remember. Like, just now that we're talking about the song, like I don't remember the last time I've heard it on the radio.
you are the wind.
No.
spinning-
Like-
I've never seen Beaches.
Really, it's.
Will I
remember
cry?
It was sad,
I never
right?
saw Beaches.
My parents were. Yeah, one of
It's a
them
girl
dies
movie.
or something, right?
They're
or
like
something.
two friends.
They grow up and one of
yeah.
them gets sick or something. I bet Midler's like the tough, like.
Yeah, she's the.
I think
no,
they're, I
one
think
of
they're like
them's-
in Atlantic City or something.
I
like that,
think
but
one of them's like a Broadway star. The
No,
other
that's
one's
that's
a,
Bette Midler,
yeah.
but she's kind of come up through like the gritty
Yeah.
like on stage scene
Yeah.
where the other, her friends kind of a normal life, I think, and I think one of them gets.
They
I
get
can't
sick
remember.
and they die of
It's
cancer.
Bette Midler, and I can't remember the woman,
It's
the
the
other.
dark hair girl.
Yeah,
Anyway, but we're talking about the song, not the movie.
yeah, that's true.
Field of Dreams opens to strong reviews. Released in April, but became word of mouth phenomenon in June. Starred Kevin Costner. Still one of the most beloved baseball movies ever made. This is
Yes.
a movie I could watch anytime.
This is
over and over
definitely-
again.
Thing is, I don't. Yeah, like I remember when it came out and people it seemed like this
I-
is stupid.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
it.
Yeah.
but
It's such a
it's
summer
such
movie.
Yeah.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's
It's got a bunch of catchphrases that took off in it
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
If you build it, you will.
but it's
come.
Yeah.
such a summer movie.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. I
Like-
mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's baseball, right? So of course
Yeah.
it's got, like
and
summer
it's
vibes
like
to it.
it's kind of cheesy, but it's
Yeah.
just it's well done. The whole premise is really cool,
yeah,
and the fact that it's like a true story,
yeah.
it's crazy.
It's
but
it was Kevin Costner mania back then.
Kevin Conn, yeah, he's another one. You kind of forget like how big he was as an
Yeah.
actor. Like
He had a big run
the
there.
80s,
from-
yeah,
from
like he
Bull,
re-
Bull Durham through like Dancing with Wolves. He
yeah,
I love
really
Kevin
up until
was unstoppable.
Waterworld kind of where he.
Yeah, he fell off.
That's
there.
because it
love-
was such a big bomb, but then he came back, man, like in Yellowstone again.
I
like-
love me some Kevin Costner. All right, one last one, and then we will wrap this one up. MTV Movie Awards debuts. MTV launched a movie award show made for younger audiences, more fun, less formal than traditional award shows. A perfect snapshot of late 80s pop culture. I didn't know
Oh.
it was that long ago.
No, I had no
No.
idea, but I always loved watching. It's weird because we were up here in Canada, so we didn't really have access to that stuff for the
No.
longest time. Eventually, I remember Much Music would air them.
I'm like, I'm not going to do it, Kelly. Don't do it. It's fine. Go on.
Do what?
What?
Our
Oh, Much Music's not the.
Oh, that's what you're holding back on. I'm like,
Kelly's
what-
gonna shit on the
Shit on-
validity of
No.
Much Music.
Music.
You just assume I'm shitting. I'm just making a comparison, but Steve gets very defensive, so we don't need to do that. It's fine.
Anyways, what was I saying?
I think you like to watch the Much Music.
Yeah, no, I think they were
MTV
great. Yeah,
movie
and even the
awards, yeah.
the
Well, they were fun.
even the music awards, the video awards.
They weren't stuffy.
Well, that's the thing. Like Oscars
the
are
Oscars are boring.
the
as
best thing
hell.
ever happened was Chris Rock getting slapped.
Yeah,
But not even that, but even like the top tier music, like the American Music Awards or the Grammys, they're stuffy. Whereas this was like fun,
No, well, that
and
was the
people
thing. It
just
was-
wore fun outfits.
Yeah, it was
and,
just
like-
much more of a laid back, chill.
and the movies that win are the movies people like. I wanna
Yeah.
say.
Well, that was the thing too. Like you watch the Oscars. Like there's a lot of movies. And I'm not a
Yeah.
movie cinephile by any means. So it's like other than the big ones that come out, like there's
Yeah.
so many movies. Like
yeah.
I've never heard of this movie, never heard of that movie.
Yeah.
Whereas
The
they have like
the
best
cinema-
stunt scene. They have best
Yeah.
kiss, best.
They don't have like cinematography and stuff like that.
No,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So it was always just fun to watch. I can't believe 1989, man. I don't know. I think they still do them, don't they?
I don't know. I
I have
don't
no
want.
idea.
No, I don't watch
know.
real
Like I
TV.
know MTV is still on TV, right? Let us know, guys.
I
have no
don't
idea,
know.
to be
It might
honest.
be. I don't know if I don't know if they have like shows
I was
on
gonna
it
say it's
anymore.
definitely not. There's TLO, no,
like
Total Request
pre-programming.
Live, all that stuff. It's just like Peter Much Music. What was the sort of whatever. Kelly doesn't know what she's talking about.
It's just so
But
funny
no,
to
I'm
me.
just trying to say though. But like for being the center of like music, pop culture, whatever you want to call it up here in Canada, whether it was big or small or whatever,
Yeah.
it was huge and it was super important.
Yeah.
And it's all
100%.
gone.
It
Is what I was
sucks.
trying to get at. It's
Yeah.
all
No,
gone.
it sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. But that
Kelly
guy's
doesn't give a shit.
oh my god, he's so all or nothing. You can't. Sometimes people can critique something, but it doesn't mean they don't appreciate it. It's just a critique. Two truths can be true at the same time.
No, I know.
Gosh. All right, guys, that was our list. I know it was very movie heavy. Let us know if there's anything in June 1989 that sticks out in your head that we didn't mention. We'd love to have a discussion in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. It's, lots of stuff we don't think about.
Absolutely. Let us know, guys.
And out of that list, just another fun little question for you guys to answer. Which one was your favorite movie out of that list that we just did?
I would cover some big blockbusters.
Really
Yeah,
quick, you
let us
guys.
know.
Oh, you're
Which
asking
one?
us.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
was gonna-
them, but I just thought, why not ask you guys? Out of those movies I said, mine's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I would probably say Batman.
Batman or Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, I need to join. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I'm going to go watch that tonight, I think. But that's it for today's podcast. We thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Take care, everybody.